All right, so today, Boulevard Automotive, we're doing lowering springs on a 2021 BMW 330e xDrive. Now you might say, what? Those aren't available in the States. Yeah, I know. So you get them imported from Germany. You want to lower your 2021 BMW 330e. You want to lower it. You import it from Germany, and here's what you go for the kit. Kit number. And don't bother calling Eibach USA because they're not going to know anything about it because they don't support this kit yet. You might say it's a 2021 car. Why not? Hey, listen, that's between Eibach and Eibach Germany. But here's some quick tips today on doing the lowering kit on this. This kit's awesome. It's 4 springs and it's 2 rubber spacers. That's it. So let's take a quick look on what it's going to take to swap them out. So on here, for the front, it's pretty basic. I got a cheat for you. Super easy. Be real careful and pop your ride height sensor clip out, because what you're going to do is you're just going to take this bolt out for the lower control arm, and that's going to allow this whole assembly basically to swing out. It's going to help you get your strut out nice and easy as well. So remove lower control arm, remove your height sensor, pull the bolt for the axle, because you don't want to pull your axles apart. When you go to swing this spindle out, you don't want to stress this axle and destroy it. Next, take your sway bar mount or sway bar end link off, and then loosen or take out the bolt for the spindle. Be careful of all these cables. The left front is going to be the most pain in the butt because you have your wear sensor right here for the brake pad. You're just going to have to be real careful. This comes off, this bracket comes off when you remove this bolt. You can kind of push everything out to the side. Grab yourself a piece of wood or a rubber mallet, and you're going to drive this aluminum spindle off of the strut. And then on top, it's nice and easy. It's literally 4 bolts for your upper strut. You'll see there's some trim up there, pretty basic. The front right side's even easier because you don't have to worry about the extra wire for the brake wear sensor. I like to put a little bit of assembly lube on this strut. When I go to put it back together, it goes back together a lot easier that way. If you're doing this on the ground, a floor jack would probably help here with a piece of wood, because you don't want to mar any of these surfaces. This is a really, really nice car, really expensive car, and we want to not let anyone know we were in there. Rear springs are pretty much even easier. If you're doing this from the ground, this needs supported with a floor jack. This is the lower control arm. Take off the plastic covers. Ta-da! Right there. 4 10 millimeter bolts or nuts. Remove the rear shock bolt and your lower control arm bolt that bolts to the spindle. Again, have this supported. I don't care if it's a jack, a floor jack, and anything. I use one of these basically to control it, because we're working on a lift. It's just way easier. 2 bolts control this down. Pop out your old OEM spring. In the instructions, which are in German because it's imported, there's some English on it, so it's not too bad. They also give you these donuts. They go on top of the mount. So there's an adjustable spring mount, there's a white washer for the top of it, and then rubber pad. That's honestly the hardest part of this whole installation. I had to go download the instructions off the Germany site because, again, you can't find it in the US. But other than that, everything else goes back together. This has a locator for the coils. It also has a locator on the coil on the bottom. I hit it with some silicone spray just to make your movement easier so you can lock it into place, and then everything goes back together. These are out of, let's do a quick comparison. If you're still hanging in there in the video, we can do a quick comparison. the aftermarket springs are about this long. So, you know, you got 2-3 inches, it's going to lower it. And then here is the comparison for, that's the stock rear spring. And here is our lovely Eibach rear spring. As you can see, a couple more coils, but way smaller. So that's what you got. That is an Eibach lowering kit on a 2021 330e. Let's give you a pretty picture of the box. There you go. There's your Eibach box. And here is the part number again. So there you go. Hey, enjoy. Take care.